Part 33, I'm having my ass handed to me by some meth heads. And low-key, I'm a little traumatized. Now every time I see a Native woman or hear a Native woman's voice, I automatically think they're gonna jump me. Which isn't true. And I know that. But that's why I understand people's trauma. Like, when black people get upset with white people and say some type of shit, I'm like, I get it. I get it, you're traumatized and you're projecting. But sometimes you gotta look past your trauma and realize it's your trauma and not other people. So, here we are. Here I is. I had eventually moved out, moved in with my mom. See the pattern? I tend to go back to toxic people. You abuse me, I'm coming back. So me and my mom are living in this house. My kids move in with us. I am then working at Jimmy John's Red Eye Bar as a server. And I'm working at a hotel as a front desk lady. And boy, was that hard. I've been off of meth for a while after those girls were out of my life. I ended up getting back into it because while I was a server, some guy's like, hey, do you want to smoke with me? In my mind, I'm like, a cigarette or weed? Sure, I'm with it. And then we go out to his car and we drive to like some alley. I was like, why are we driving out of our way? And I was thinking in my head, I was like, weed's not legal here, so that makes sense. And he pulls out a glass bowl and I'm like, oh, that's what we smoking. And to give you an idea how good this stuff was, he's Guatemalan. He had worked as like a narcotics police officer or something like that. Yeah, so it was good. And my mom does what she always does, kick me out. So I end up living out of a hotel with my kids, trying to work 3 jobs. And so I started using even more, because I'm trying to now keep up with my life. And this guy becomes like my regular dealer. And then it gets to the point that I can no longer afford my drugs. And so then I resort to sleeping with him to get my drugs. And this is how I ended up pregnant. Now, I didn't know I was pregnant yet. I was just doing drugs, right? Living out of this hotel. Eventually, I was like, okay, I need you guys to take the kids because this is becoming a problem. I need to get help. So, Bev and Jeff, once again, step in, take the kids, and, yeah. I still couldn't quite quit. Like, for whatever reason, it had a grasp on me, like, bad. The come downs I was not ready for, so I kept going back. Like, they are brutal. I felt like I was going to die every time I stopped. And I'll tell you more in part 34.